What's going on, guys? This is another episode of the Road to Bow season. I'm at the archery range today. I'm gonna be shooting groups today, but not just that. I'm gonna be shooting groups standing, and I'm also gonna be shooting those same groups from the same distances. I'll try the same groups. Sitting, kneeling, being at full draw for a certain amount of time, because those things are very applicable to hunting, like field time. Things are rarely perfect out there in the hunting woods. So I think it's important to practice this stuff because you're gonna get served a little bit of humble pie, which I'm guessing I'm gonna eat quite a bit of today. Because when we talk about effective range, your effective range is gonna be different when you are standing perfect in your backyard versus kneeling, or like crouch down, sitting, anything like that. It's gonna be different. So I think it's important to know those things to go into the field, to be like, you know what, at the range when I'm standing perfectly, yeah, my effective range is 80 yards. But if I'm sitting, maybe it's only 60. So I think it's super important to know that stuff, and that is what we are gonna do today. Okay, so I'm at 40 yards right now. We're gonna shoot a group at 40 standing. I'm gonna go down, take a look, and then I'm gonna sit in the same exact spot and shoot it sitting. All right, just shot a group. One of those arrows might have got away from me. It's the morning time. I've only had one cup of coffee, so don't judge. But two of them are touching, so that's good. All right, there we go. 40 yards, not bad. I've definitely done better. But now we're going to shoot the same group. Well, not the same group. We're going to shoot from the same spot, but I'm going to sit down. All right, 40 yards, sitting down. Let's see what happens. Left. All right, that felt pretty good actually. There are two arrows though that are a little left. Okay, only one of my arrows is literally right where I was aiming. Okay, so check it out. So these ones right here, a little bit left than this one. Right, this one hit right where I was aiming. So it's only at 40 yards, but we're gonna move back a little bit. I'm gonna move to 50. Let's do 50 kneeling, see what happens. Okay, so I'm at 50 yards now. 40 yards, not much of a difference. When I was sitting down, the group was slightly larger though. Okay, there were some arrows to the left, and the gap in between, the biggest gap in between the arrows was larger than when I was standing. So 50 yards, gonna shoot group standing, and then we'll do it, we'll do kneeling this time. All right, felt pretty good. Starting to notice a little bit of a trend here. I'm wondering if one of these arrows is maybe an insert is a little bent or something like that, because there's one arrow that is apart from the others. These groups look pretty much the same. There's two arrows very close together and one that's a little further away. So check it out. 50 yards standing, these two are together. I'm gonna actually put this arrow to the side. I'm wondering, I didn't spin this thing before I left. I'm gonna put this to the side and shoot a different arrow and see what happens. All right, so we're at 50 yards, kneeling down. This is super common for the field to be kneeling down and get a shot. So we're gonna shoot a group here and see what happens. I put that other arrow to the side just to, maybe it's spinning, it's not spinning straight or something. I didn't check it, but we're gonna find out. right together. Cool.
I think we have a slightly crooked arrow or something because I just shot a good group. I'm wondering what the group standing would have been at 50. I tell you what though, man, dude, it's a still day right now. And kneeling down, I can definitely see the pin just moving all over the place. I think I'm getting lucky because there's absolutely no wind right now, but check it out. Here's the group. Nice tight group. I really am assuming that this would be in here with these arrows when I was standing. I just felt way more stable when I was standing up. So curious to see. We're gonna move back to 60 now. Maybe we'll hold it full draw for a bit and see what happens. What a beautiful day, guys. Gosh, man. Early June. It's getting hot here in Arizona, but I tell you what, it's a good time to shoot your bow, man. Get out there, poke some targets. All right, so we're at 60 yards now. I'm gonna shoot a group standing, and then what I'm gonna do is I've got some friends here. They're gonna set a 30-second timer for me, and I'm gonna come to full draw, hold for 30 seconds, and then shoot. So that's the plan. Oh, gosh darn it. Got a broken fletching. All right, so here's the 60-yard group standing. I'm happy with that, man. Nice tight group right there. Probably about, let's see, 2-inch group at 60 yards. Stoked on that. So now I'm gonna go back to 60 yards. I'm gonna hold a full draw for 30 seconds and shoot a 3-arrow group like that. So, got some buddies here. They got a timer that's gonna go 30 seconds. We're gonna be at full draw and we're gonna shoot at 60 yards. Woo! That's a rough one. That was wild. Not my best work, folks. That's why we're doing this, though. That was a good shot. That first one, though, went woo! All right, as they say, this is a teaching moment. Definitely shaky, man. Especially on obviously the second and third shot, which is not, those things aren't applicable to the field, right? Like, you're not gonna take 3 shots, 30 seconds at full draw at a time, but it just goes to show, like, compared to my group standing, not holding for 30 seconds, check this out. Look at that. That is massively different than the first group I shot at 60 yards. So, humble pie, man. Like, a little bit of reality. Gotta do better. All right, guys, we're stepping back. We're gonna go to 70 yards. This time I'm gonna do the normal. I'm gonna shoot a 3-arrow group at 70 yards standing, but then I'm gonna shoot a 3-arrow group crouched, like half crouched, okay? Which is something that I've had to do before in the past in the field in order to avoid like hitting limbs of trees and stuff like that. So let's see what happens. The group isn't bad, but it's definitely left. I'm definitely shaking now from, especially after holding for 30 seconds on those previous shots at 60 yards. So good stuff to know, man. That's what this is about. Humble pie is healthy to eat, dude. So Not a bad group, a little bit left. It's because I'm getting tired. My arm is kind of drifting left after the shot, so check it out. Not a bad group at 70, but you know, it is a little bit left. So that's what we're out here doing. Just trying to learn ourselves better. So we're gonna get these pulled and we're gonna do it crouched. This is Gage, right?
Yeah.
This is Gage. Gage is helping me out. Gage is interested in learning how to do YouTube videos, so we're out here hanging out and I'm kind of showing him what I do, and he's helping me out. It's a big help. So a lot of work, man. All right, we're gonna see what happens here. Crouch down with these groups. Hopefully I don't miss the target entirely.
All right, 70 yards again, crouching, okay, half crouched. Like I said, I've had to do this in the past, very realistic. And we're gonna see what happens downrange. Hopefully it's not too ugly.
Group is definitely bigger than the first group. However, this group, I was more center, so got a little break. So definitely hitting more center now, not to the left. But man, that pin, I tell you what, it was dancing. It was dancing around way more than the other one, than standing up. Again, you're just not stable like that. Check it out. The group is definitely bigger. All right, check it out. Now, are these better shots technically than when I was standing? Yes, they're in the kill zone right there. The other ones are over here, but the ones that were over here it was a tighter group. All right, this group, much bigger. All right. Which just goes to show, man, like your effective range, it changes. Your effective range is not absolute. So I think it's super important to come out and practice stuff like this and eat a little bit of humble pie, man. So when you get in the field, you can know, like, oh, I've been at full draw too long. I know that that at this distance, I'm not that effective. I need to let down, right? It right there is the difference a lot of times between notching your tag and not. So if you like the video, please hit thumbs up. If you like the channel, please hit subscribe. Thank you to everyone that's been following along with the road to bow season. I super appreciate that. And we'll see what we're gonna do next time. Until then, get out there, shoot in all different positions and eat some humble pie.